What's going on, everyone? iLootGames here, back with another video, and we're going to go ahead and go over the patch notes for the patch that's coming on March 9th with the Chaos Theory Collection event, and I'm super excited about it. I will leave a link down to the trailer and the patch notes below if you want to go check them out. Also, a reminder, I am doing a giveaway for a 3D printed Mirage Heirloom. If you want to go check that out, link is also down in the description, or you can just go to giveaway.ilootgames.com and go check out the giveaway yourself. It's free to enter, and it ends on Monday. All right, welcome test subjects. Thanks to the power of science, this update is bringing a big batch of changes from new ways to play to the long-awaited launch of Apex Legends on Nintendo Switch. The Chaos Theory Collection event kicks off March 9th, 2021 and runs until March 23rd. Today, we'll be telling you about the launch of Apex Legends on Nintendo Switch, the Kossik Takeover, the Ring Fury Escalation Takeover, and the new Heat Shield item, and accompanying survival slot in your inventory, a no-fill queue option for Brave, or is it Cocky, Solo Legends, the Chaos Theory Collection event and its associated rewards track, collectible cosmetics, and the new Bangalore Heirloom, and a chaotic blast of balance changes, quality of life updates, and bug fixes, which, trust me, they've done a lot. It's going to be really interesting to see your guys' feedback in the comment below. Nintendo Switch launch. On Tuesday, March 9th, Apex Legends is launching on Switch with support for cross-platform play, our latest seasonal content, and full feature parity with the other versions of the game. Since we're launching a few weeks after the start of Season 8, Switch players will be granted 30 free levels for their Season 8 Battle Pass. For the first 2 weeks after launch, playing on Switch will also earn you double XP. Plus, to celebrate Switch players and welcome them to the arena, we're also launching a legendary Pathfinder skin as a free reward for players who boot up Apex Legends on Switch between the game's launch and the end of Season 8. There's that free skin. Caustic Takeover. When life gives you lemons, you can count on Kossik to turn it into toxic lemonade. Breathe it in at the all-new Caustic treatment, a new dominant mousetrap with lots of high-quality loot that beckons all legends who seek the glorious cheese. That is a huge town takeover, and it's so cool, dude. It's a great design. I love it. The yellow really pops too on the map, considering how dull the map is. I'm really excited to play this. Where water treatment once stood, the new Caustic treatment was constructed to prevent the crash site fuel spill from reaching the ocean. Or was it? Forever the scientist, Caustic has set out an experiment that requires test subjects to drain the toxic liquid from the center of the facility. Doing this temporarily grants access to 4 gold loot items locked in cages. Players must be quick though, as greed can be deadly. If you happen to notice that the Mirage Voyage is missing, you can put the blame on Caustic. The polluted fumes from Caustic treatment really killed the vibe, so Mirage set sail to take the party elsewhere. No one spotted it yet, but the party boat tends to show up in an arena when you least expect it. Ring Fury Escalation Takeover, Heat Shields, and the survival slot. Oh my god, if this comes out late, I literally just shook up my shaker cup of glitch because I'm getting ready to stream after this video, and spilled everywhere. I wasn't paying attention, didn't have the cap on. I've done that so many times. But you need your glitch to get started. Glitchenergy.com. Go check it out, guys. Use code iLootGames for 25% off. Links down in the description. All right, let's get back to it. Ring Fury is a new Apex playlist takeover that follows regular BR rules, but each round 1 or more ring flares will appear on the map within the current ring. Ring flares are slowly expanding pockets of the ring within the arena. Maggie sure does know how to start a party. Those that get caught in a ring flare will take damage equal to the damage dealt by the current round's ring. You'll be given a short warning on the map and mini-map before the ring flare appears. Legends will call out if they are in direct danger or if there's one opening up nearby. So how do you deal with ring flares? Well, 2 ways. First, try not to get caught in them, silly. Failing that, you can drop a new item we're introducing called Heat Shields. Heat Shields. During the Ring Fury Escalation Takeover, all players will start with a Heat Shield in their inventory on drop. Throw down your Heat Shield to avoid damage from the ring flares, or from the ring itself. And remember that you can always find more. The loot pool on this event has been tuned to spread Heat Shields out throughout the map. So that's really cool. This will be really useful if you're like fighting outside the ring. Also, you can use this to just get some heals off real quick. This is going to be interesting to see how people abuse this. You know, someone will find a way to abuse this. Heat Shields cast a protective dome, pouring the deadly effect of the ring over the barrier for a short time, enabling legends to loot, revive, and generally make some amazing plays outside of the ring. Plus, when you're inside, The use of health items is sped up by 50%, and the speed of revives is increased by 25%. This bonus is only given by the heat shield that have been activated by the ring. Heat shields on standby in the safe zone are conserving energy and don't grant this bonus. But watch out, the heat shield will slowly degrade and the damage of the ring is reflected in the duration of the heat shield, so don't expect it to last very long in the final round. After the Ring Fury Escalation Takeover concludes, the heat shield will remain in the game as general ground loot. Oh, that's interesting. So we're going to always have this. That's really cool. It'll be a new slot called Survival Slot. You'll notice that the heat shield doesn't take up any of your normal inventory slots. Instead, it resides in the brand new Survival Slot. The Survival Slot aims to eliminate the choice between normal loot and situational utilities like a mobile respawn beacon or a heat shield. Now, there's no reason not to carry one of these around. Coordinate with your team, and the possibilities of more survivability tactics soars. Like the heat shield, the survival slot itself will continue to be available in the game even after the Ring Fury Escalation Town Takeover ends. That is exciting. Introducing Escalation Takeovers. Like previous playlist takeovers, Ring Fury will replace regular duos and trios playlists for the 2-week duration of the collection event. Ranked will not be affected. However, unlike previous takeovers, Ring Fury is an escalation takeover, which means that every few days during the event, we're going to turn some knobs to crank up the prevalence, timing, and size of ring flares. By the end of the event, you can expect 5 different stages of escalation. Exciting. Good luck out there. No Field Matchmaking. No Field Matchmaking is a new way to play the game as a solo legend. Here's how it works and why you might choose to use it. In the lobby, you'll now see a check mark entitled Field Matchmaking, or apparently it's going to be Field Teammates. This means that the matchmaking system will attempt to fill your squad to duos or trios, whichever you queued for. This is how the game has worked up to this point and will be the default setting after every match you play. Unchecking this box and clicking play will send your party into your selected playlist without filling your team with other players. So if you are solo queuing into trios with Field Matchmaking unchecked, you'll go in alone. You'll be on a team of 1 against teams of 3. We strongly believe that at its best, Apex Legends is a game about team play. But we're launching this no Field Matchmaking as an option for solo players because we think it gives a lot of creative opportunities for you to play the game your way. Here's some things you might want to use no Field Matchmaking for. Focus on completing certain daily challenges and weekly challenges, warm up, drop hot, and get into lots of fights. Challenge yourself, can you win a round of duos alone? How about trios? Experience the latest lore teaser on your own. Explore the map and experiment with characters you haven't tried before. Take an opportunity to learn a bit more about the game at your own pace. We have some limitations in place for no Field Matchmaking because we don't want it to greatly disrupt the experience or pacing of the game for other players. We only allow 6 potential no Field players in any match, and the feature isn't available in ranked. Give it a shot and let us know what you think. Chaos Theory Collection Event and Rewards Track. It ain't a collection event without new unlockables. Let's start with the freebies. As usual, the Chaos Theory collection event brings a rewards track with all new earnable cosmetics. This time includes legendary Kraber and EVE 8 weapon skins among the goodies. So one thing you can note right away is there's not going to be any free packs. I don't know what people think about that. I know it was very cool last time to have that, but we're not getting it this time. The badges are pretty cool looking though, and some of the charms look really nice. You can earn 1,000 points per day and challenges refresh daily. There are also stretch challenges that reward 4 unique badges if you complete them during the event. All of these challenges also stack with your battle pass, so you can complete multiple at once. And of course, Chaos Theory also introduces a brand new set of 24 themed event limited cosmetics. Inspired by the Warriors of the Frontier, our legends are donning fierce new looks as they drop into the arena. That Wraith one's pretty damn cool. I really like the Wraith one. The rest is questionable at best. Let me let that play through. This one, the Revenant one, is interesting too. Let me know what you guys think of them. Worth it? What are you gonna grab? Let me know down in the comments below. Love to see. All 24 items will be available through direct purchase for Apex coins or crafting medals and in event packs for the entire duration of the event. If you collect all 24 event items, you'll unlock the Bangalore Heirloom set. Bangalore took this pilot's knife off a cold-blooded opponent. Since that day, she's made it her own. After the event ends, the Bangalore Heirloom will become available via heirloom crafting. A few more nitty-gritty details on how this collection event will work. First, the crafting costs for the skins are returning to the regular pricing now that the anniversary collection event has ended. Second, each event pack will come with 1 event item and 2 non-event items at the following drop rates. So this is the normal thing that we've seen. Other than that, it's not too complicated. If you want to learn more about how event limited cosmetics works, visit our FAQ. Legend updates. Caustic knocks gas. Okay, so now okay guys, prepare yourselves. I just want you to take a breather for a second here. There are some crazy nerfs and buffs, okay? So prepare to be disappointed, or maybe you'll be happy, but I think a lot of people are gonna be disappointed. We'll see though. Caustic is getting Nox gas grenade cooldown increase from 2.5 minutes to 3.5 minutes, which is a huge nerf. Nox gas damages at a flat rate of 5 HP per tick instead of ramping up from 6 HP to 12 HP. Huge nerf. Kossik is brutally effective at slowing down engagements. The entirety of his kit revolves around gas with a large area of effect, slow, vision obstruction, and direct health damage. It's proven to be too oppressive in too many scenarios, especially considering teammates can play in gas relatively unimpaired, significantly reducing gas damage without taking it away completely or having it affect armor instead. Seems like a fair compromise that stays true to the character while making him less oppressive on the receiving end. We will be monitoring the data and gameplay closely. If these changes hit Kossic's appeal or effectiveness too hard, we will revisit accordingly. Oh my god, that nerf is crazy. Kossik, if you're a Kossik main, you're going to be very upset about this, especially since really the last time they talked about Kossik was talking about buffing him. So it's very strange. Pathfinder, they are removing Pathfinder's low profile. Low profile has been used as a balancing tool for both mobile or small legends. Although Path is still mobile, his hitbox is large. While his overall win rate and encounter win rate is by no means low, it's hard to justify keeping low profile on a hitbox of his size. Gibraltar, they removed the 15% faster heal item usage while in Dome of Protection. Why? I have no idea. They apparently don't want to share the reasoning. Horizon increased black hole cooldown from 2 minutes to 3 minutes, so Horizon also gets a pretty big nerf. Revenant silence now disables Mirage's cloaked revive and respawn, as well as Octane's swift mend. So Octane's not only will you not be able to speed, but you will also not be getting your passive heal. This is a really good buff. Watson now has a passive shield regen of 0.5 HP per second, half of Octane's current health regen rate. So that is a really cool one because I hate healing. If anyone's watched me, I'd love to just be in the fight and just not have to worry about healing. So this is a really cool one. Rampart, explosive damage amped cover normally instead of inflicting 200 damage. Explosives damage Sheila normally instead of inflicting 175 damage. Wall should be beefy and powerful once built. Before Rampart shipped, we were worried that her nest would be too oppressive, and so we gave enemy players the option to quickly clear them out with grenades. This wasn't necessary, as it turns out, so we're removing increased damage from grenades against amped cover and Sheila. No one plays Rampart, so it doesn't matter. Weapon update. Weapon optics. All gold AR and LMG's default optics updated to 2x Bruiser, which is huge. There's also another change to this, and that's coming up. Massive pellet damage decreased from 13 to 11. Fire rate increased from 1 to 1.1, which is insane. The goal of these changes are to place this weapon's identity between the Fastfire EVA 8 and the heavy-hitting Peacekeeper. The Massive has consistently been dominant in close quarter combat, given its forgiving spread pattern and high damage spikes with each shot. This change reduces that high damage potential in order to limit the amount of 2 pumps players experience on the receiving end. Wingman, +1 bullet to every magazine size, including base. Hemlock, increased hipfire spread. The burst damage from the Hemlock's hipfire was feeling a little too consistent for an AR that should excel at medium range. This change mitigates the Hemlock's close quarter damage spikes that felt bad on the receiving end. Yes, I do admit that you could hipfire this thing very deadly if you were very patient, because it does have a small spread, but deadly. Quality of life changes. Kings Canyon loot. We've done a pass on the loot to bring up the quality across the map while also maintaining a certain amount of loot after Mirage Voyage is flown away. The wooden shacks across the map should have a few more pieces each and generally be a little higher quality. Spotted Lakes has been reduced to medium quality from high. Crash Site has redistributed the loot in the area slightly. The amount stays the same, but the higher quality loot should be in the ship. Caustic treatment has been more loot than water treatment, and it remains high quality. Caustic treatment has more loot than water treatment, and it remains high quality. Locked weapon optic swapping. For guns with fully locked attachment slots like fully kitted gold weapons and most crate weapons, you can now remove the optic and replace it with a different sight. This does not apply to the Kraber sniper rifle. Assists have been added to the in-game HUD next to kills. This was already present in ranked and now has been added to the unranked. Assists still don't contribute to XP. This has replaced the spectator eye icon. Assists and knocks have been added to your squad's banners and will show at the end of a match. Club names now appear on the match summary and champion screen if all players are a part of the same club. Items will no longer stick to crafting replicator when dropped on the replicator. Badge progress. For badges that have longer amounts of progress, hovering over the badge will show you more information. For example, if you're trying to get 50 wins as Lifeline, you'll now see that you have 45 instead of somewhere between 15 and 50. Ping my death box. While respawning on a death ship, you can now ping your own death box to help locate it easier. Gold backpack. Players being revived by gold backpack will have a crackle of energy based on their tier of armor they wear while the revive is taking place. They will also display the armor heal FX when the revive is finished. This change should help prioritize pushing a revive in progress. So what you're seeing here is you can see the purple kind of pop on him while he's being healed. That shows you that he has a purple shield and he's being healed with a gold backpack. And then once he pops up, you'll see it does a flash like he just finished popping a cell or whatever. And so that will give you an idea of, okay, look, this guy's being revived with a gold backpack. I need to push this person so that they don't get up. That will just help teams be able to know who to engage with or who to leave alone when they're trying to decide in a tough situation. Players on PC can now go back to the title screen from the lobby to allow switching of data centers without restarting the game. Added numbers to the advanced look controls. This should help people experiment and easily revert back to their favorite settings. When scanning a beacon for Ring 6, you should now be able to see the location where Ring 6 finishes. Inspect weapons. Since the survival slot took its button on controller, we only have so many buttons. Inspect weapon has been moved to the emote wheel by default. It can be bound to any key on PC. Bug fixes. Gibraltar. Correcting an issue with Gibraltar not getting hit registrations when simultaneously releasing ADS and shooting while his gun shield was up. Wraith. The Wraith players can no longer cancel into the void by jumping at a wall. The new skydive emote will now work with legendary skins. Kossik fixed a bug that was causing Nox gas to flicker for some players affected by Octane repeatedly using the same jump pad no longer disables double jumps. Players are no longer allowed to glide along a wall after using the jump pad. Crypto's animation to bring out his drone is no longer skippable by throwing the holo spray. Crypto can no longer teleport to a replicator. Reloading the Mastiff and 3030 will no longer be faster while in Crypto's drone. Loba fixed a few areas Loba could teleport into that would get her stuck. Rampart players can no longer use Sheila to get under the world when placed too close to the phase runner in Olympus. Horizon fixed a gravity lift falling through the floor when used on the train tracks in World's Edge Sorting Factory. Using a zip line after a gravity lift will no longer increase accuracy. Fuse, mother load will now damage and destroy jump pads. When under a small enclosure, players will no longer be pushed out after using mother load. Players can no longer double their grenades after looting a dead Fuse's death box. I didn't even know about that one. That one's kind of cool. Massive, dropping and picking up the Massive will no longer cause it to be reloaded. 3030 repeater, dropping and picking up the 3030 will no longer cause it to be reloaded. 3030 will now have spread a deviation when ADS firing and jumping. Miss. Fix a bug preventing Steam users from sending friend requests to each other. Usernames now update when a user swaps between the Origin client and the Steam client. Fix a bug preventing players from creating or joining clubs due to the EA account already being associated with another platform. That's it for now. There we go, guys. There's a lot of changes. I hope you're excited about them. I'm not too sure what to think about the buffs and nerfs, but it's going to change things up a little bit. We're going to see probably a little, I think what we're going to do, we're probably going to see the removal of Caustic from ranked. I think that was enough of a nerf that he's just going to be done in ranked because that damage nerf is huge. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm going live on Twitch right now if you want to come join me. Also a giveaway for the 3D printed Mirage Heirloom. So go make sure you enter that, giveaway.iLootGames.com. And I will see you all tomorrow for a very big announcement. Have a good one, guys.